Yo, yo, what's good, man? This is your boy at DFS Mastermind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking onto the video. Listen, happy MLK Day, man. Shout out to Martin Luther King, one of the true American heroes, man. He was a civil rights activist. If y'all don't know his story, which I'm sure you do, he's one of the more glorified civil rights leaders. Not only a big shout out to Martin Luther King because he was a leader, he was a hero, but shout out to all of the civil rights activists and shout out to all of the people who are fighting today to still, make this world a better place, whether you white, black, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter, man. If you have, just love your neighbor. That's it. Just love your neighbor. Don't judge nobody off their skin color. That's stupid. We don't do that, man. So I want to be serious and just say a really big shout out to all of the people who put their lives at risk, man, to really make the world a better place. I have the utmost respect for anybody willing to do that, man. So shout out to Martin Luther King. Shout out to all the civil rights activists. And listen, without Martin Luther King, without MLK Day, we wouldn't have this beautiful slate. We got 2 slates thanks to Martin Luther King, because it's a big event. This is a big day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really hyped, man. I'm really excited. I know a lot of people are going to be off work, no school. I was about to say let's turn up. don't like turn up in that sense, but let's get hype and get to the green line, man. I'm about to give you my top plays, so let's hop right into it. Starting off with point guard, a guy that I play almost every time he's on the slate. Until this guy's like 6'5", I promise y'all, I'm going to keep recommending him. And his name is Tyler Johnson. 5'8", man. He is going up against Chicago. Y'all know the trend with Chicago versus shooting guards. It is real. It's real. We got Tyler Johnson in the starting lineup. Not only is he getting those 2 guard minutes, but he's also playing backup point. You gotta love it. The minutes are there. He's taking double-digit shots. And DVP-wise, Chicago really, really struggles versus 2 guards, man. So I'm going to go ahead and lock Tyler Johnson in at 5'8". Moving on to shooting guard, another guy who I've been riding his coattail, man. I've been recommending him a lot. His price has not gone up. He's in that sweet spot that I always talk about, and that's going to be Malcolm Brogdon. Very similar to Tyler Johnson. Starts off at the 2 guard, plays backup point guard minutes. One thing about him, his minutes are crazy right now. I think it's super crazy. Like a player is playing 37, 36, 39, 34. Like these are big time minutes. Like super minutes. He rarely comes off the court. So I think that is a beautiful thing for Malcolm Brogdon. I will continue to roster him at this price. He's in the fastest game on the slate, man. I want to go ahead and lock him up for sure. Another guy I think you can look at is Hardaway Jr., man, because he is simply too cheap. We know he's a streaky shooter, but once he gets things rolling, scoring the basketball is very, very easy. Now, one thing to keep in mind, Hardaway might get hit with a rest tomorrow. And if that's the case, we're going to fire up Beasley because, Hardaway on the court and Beasley on the court are very much translated. It is a real thing. These 2 guys, they find it hard to coexist because they both like to have the ball in their hand. And they both have to deal with KP's usage, and they both have to deal with Jared Jack, running the point. So once you get both of these guys who are ball dominant, like to create their own shot, it gets hard, man. It gets hard to feed both of them. So if we get Hardaway out the picture, I'm definitely going to be looking at Be Easy. And if Hardaway is in, I think we can look at him. But my top dog is going to be Malcolm Brogdon. Let's go ahead and lock him in. Moving on to small forward, like I said, Be Easy. if we get no Hardaway. But if we don't, I'm going to Bobby Cove, Robert Covington, 5'6". The man has been struggling shooting the ball. But one thing that's there, the minutes are there. We know who Bobby Cove is. He is one of the best shooters in the NBA. He can fill up the stat sheet. He can return 3 or 4 steals in any given night. I love him tomorrow, man. We haven't seen the Phillies in quite some time. They had that game versus Boston. I believe that was in London. So we didn't get to roster any of those players on that slate. They had a few days off, a major rest boost. I think Bobby Cove is going to come out and look very good going up against OG defense. The rookie, I know he's a long cat, man, but Bobby Cove needs a split second to get his shot off. And I think it's going to be a long day for the young fella. So I'm looking at Bobby Cove at 5'6". I think it's a very, very good price tag. Moving on to power forward. Power forward is loaded, y'all. We have so many options. It's very hard to excuse me. It's very hard to narrow it down to just one player. I have so many power forwards I like. Literally everybody you see on your screen right now, I believe, are in very, very good situations. KP, LA, man. I think LA is my favorite if I'm paying up. Ben Simmons, excuse me. Oh, man, I need to drink some water. Ben Simmons, Hollis Jefferson. I think Marketing and Mirotic are both in play. We seen Larry Marketing has been lighting it up from deep, man. Shout out to him. We got Mirotic back. He's healthy. Man, it's just so many options, man. I'm going to go all the way down, though, and I'm going to land on Markieff Morris. 4,600. He's playing big minutes. He's going up against Milwaukee. Milwaukee is the absolute worst rebounding team in the NBA. Sounds crazy because they have so much length, but that's what the stats say. That's what the stats indicate. I didn't believe it myself. I had to go check into that, man. But it's true, man. They're very terrible at rebounding the ball. And Markieff Morris, he's gonna have a field day. I think he'll see a little Greek freak defense, which is a little worrisome. But at such a cheap price tag, whenever we get these subs coming in, whenever he has like Thon Maker defense, John Henson, those guys are just gonna be too slow to keep up with Markieff Morris, and he has a scorer's mentality. I think he gets the job done at 4,600. Now, I got you 4 solid value plays, man. 4 guys, mid-tier price, I think will not let you down. They should have no trouble getting their 5X. I think they're all in very solid spots, but at center, I have no value for you because I'm paying up. I'm paying all the way up. I got to be 100 with you. Joel Embiid is my favorite play on the slate, hands down. Whether I'm on Fanduel or Draftkings, I want to make sure I have Joel Embiid. I think Joval stands no chance going up against the boy JoJo. It is going to be a long night, man, or day because they play at 1 o'clock. So it's going to be a long day for Joval, and I think whenever they make the switch and try to put Ibaka on him, I know Ibaka will be a little more aggressive, but Embiid is just way too skilled. He's going to be too little, man. I see nobody coming close to stopping Joel Embiid. So that's the guy I want to recommend at center. Hopefully y'all found these plays helpful. If y'all have anything, man, hit me up on all social media sites at DFS Mastermind _. If you like the video, make sure you like the video. Hit me with a sub if this is your first time watching. I make videos like this all the time. I want y'all to bless up, cash out, and let's get to the green line, man. Peace.